Jeny's Stretchy cast on. It is really just like a variant on a long tail cast on, I suppose, really, where we're adding an extra loop to give it a good bit of stretch. I used it on the edge of my Spritz Stripes sweater. It's also a very good cast on for top down socks where you want a huge amount of stretch on the top. I'm just showing you here with kind of thick yarn and a straight needle, so it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. You don't need a long yarn tail for this because you're just using the working yarn. So I'm going to create a slip knot, just fold it over, pull an ordinary old slip knot on here, tighten it up, and now let me turn it the other way. You want to kind of keep it still to begin with. I usually just end up holding the tail over here, and I'll work from with my left hand and this side here. So I'll begin by just lifting the yarn from behind, just creating a loop in the working yarn with my thumb, putting it on the needle, and then I'll just transfer my index finger in here because you want that to be able to lift it over in a minute. So tighten that up, and then the next step is we're just going to take the tip in from behind, scoop it up, and use that index finger that you held here to lift that loop over and tighten that up. Kind of a twist around a little to start with. And you see the loop of yarn you've got here? That's what's going to give you your stretch. But obviously, if you don't tighten up a little between stitches, you end up with too big a loop. So I'll do this a few more times and you can see what these kind of look like at the bottom here. So again, lift the loop from behind with my thumb, put it on the tip of my needle, and just slide my index finger in there, snugging my yarn up a little. Bring my tip round behind the yarn and pull that loop off and tighten it up. There you go. Scoop around, put it on, transfer my index finger, give it a little bit of a tighten up, scoop the yarn again from underneath and lift that over. I'll just do one more there. Scoop from behind, put it on my needle, transfer my index finger, tighten it up, scoop the yarn again from behind, and lift my first loop over and tighten it up. So there you go. Let me stretch it out here. Can you see how you get that lovely stretch between them? So the amount of extra yarn you leave will determine how much each of these loops are left here. Obviously with this I've left quite a bit because I was kind of doing demonstration purposes, but if you have got, like in Spritz Stripes sweater, it's got a lace pattern on the edge that needs to stretch to twice the width, so this is the perfect cast on for that.